You might be thinking, why on earth is she talking about the Philippines in a jumper? Well, it's because I live in the UK and it's October and it's freezing. I'm not a fan of it. I would much rather be somewhere else, somewhere hot, somewhere sunny. Yeah, the Philippines would be nice. So if you've seen my other video, you'll know that I went on Torcy, and here are a few things that I thought might be useful if you're planning on going on another trip, boat trip in El Nido. Take a dry bag or something that you can keep your stuff nice and dry in. You'll see people walking around and they'll be like, do you want a dry bag, do you want a dry bag? And you're like, I don't need a dry bag, I'm fine, I'll be fine. What they don't tell you is you'll have to like wade out to the boat. That can be tricky if you've got a little backpack and it's not waterproof. So bring a dry bag. You'll save yourself the hassle of having a wet soggy bag by the end of it. And the other thing is as well is that people, you'll think, oh, I'll put my bag in a nice spot away from everybody else on the boat, but people change seats, people move around and they're in and out of the water and you'll end up dripping all over it and you think, yeah, I should have brought a dry bag. I overthought packing this so much, but you know what? I left it out and it wasn't the worst idea. Do you need a snorkel? Do you need to bring one? Traipse it around the whole of Southeast Asia with you? It depends. It depends where you're going to go, what you're going to do, but on the tours in El Nido you can hire a snorkel and a mask. And you might feel weird about that, but you shouldn't. One thing I noticed when we were chilling in one of the bars, I can't remember the name of it, but it's so cool. It was like a reggae bar, really nice. So long story short is, the guys wash the snorkels and the masks every day with hot soapy water after they've been used. So if you're a bit of a germphobe or you're worried that someone else has worn that mask, you don't need to worry, you can hire one. It will cost you, it was a couple of pesos. That's the currency, well done. Bring a waterproof case for your phone or bring an action camera, GoPro, whatever, something that is waterproof that you can take pictures on or record or whatever. There are so many places that you'll want to capture pictures, whether it be of yourself or of the scenery or snorkeling. You'll want some kind of camera that is waterproof. If you're as pale as I am, make sure you bring sun cream. You put sun cream on before you go. You bring sun cream for the trip and you top it up regularly. And make sure it's reef-safe as well. That was my ankle. Somebody give me some new joints. It's awful when you see the skin on such beautiful water and humans have gone in with their slimy skin and covered the water with this scummy layer. But make sure you top your sun cream up. You're pale as hell, you'll come out looking like a tomato. Check what is included in your tour. Sometimes environmental fees and also entrance fees to some of the areas. It might be included in the price of your tour, it might not. And also in some of the locations you'll see an ice cream man floating around offering ice creams. Kayak hire fees is not included, so make sure you take some money as well. Finally, water shoes. You may feel like a little bit of a weirdo wearing them, but you know what? They're so worth it. You can get some really good ones. They've got like a proper rubber sole on the bottom. I use them so many times throughout my trip and I don't regret it at all. They protect your feet. There's so many sharp rocks that you don't expect to stand on. And on the final location of Torcy, there are a lot of sea urchins and their spines can be painful, and I think they're toxic as well if you scratch yourself. It's like getting a jellyfish sting, I think. Somebody on our tour did actually get stung or scratch themselves on it and they're in quite a lot of pain. Last one, have fun. It's such a great thing to do. It may look super overcrowded and you think, why on earth am I here? But after you've done it, you'll think, actually, I had a great time. So they were my top tips for going on boat tours in El Nido. You'll have a great time. I did. I'm talking about it now, like 3 months later, but here we are. I'd rather be on a boat in the sunshine than on a boat, but then I'm not on a boat, than in North Wales. Freezing cold right now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and watch some other videos in my series too. One last extra tip, don't wear your mask too tight, otherwise you'll look like this. I don't know what it is about my forehead, it just kind of takes in anything that goes on it. It needs to kind of suction. It's there for ages. Do you know when you go for a massage and then you put your head through a massage table? may even come out with a ring from that. Or wearing a helmet. Or a hairnet. Think of all the experiences in my life where I've had flags on my head, and most people's will go within like 10 minutes. Mine are there for like 4 hours. Yeah. Bye!